I think Sonic Prime is an absolute joke. As you all know, Season 2 came out July 13th. It's already been out for a few hours or a few days, the time of this recording. I decided to binge watch the entire season because I feel like it is definitely my job to do so. Also talk about all aspects about Sonic Prime. Going way back before Sonic Prime was initially launched back in December 15th of 2022, I was very excited about this show. I literally watched all of the trailers, talked about all of the trailers prior to the release of the first season of Sonic Prime. I complained a lot on this channel about Sonic Prime after the first season was released. I binge watched it on the first day. I was extremely disappointed. I will say this in literally every Sonic Prime video I made. It literally is missing all of the aspects of Sonic X, being the emotional and sentimental aspects, as well as a darker or deeper story to it. I did not want a darker, deep story to Sonic Prime. However, there are those aspects such as the sentimental or emotional value and even the dynamic between the characters, relationships. These aspects are what made me a Sonic fan the way I am to begin with. That is actually the show Sonic X, being the fact that it included all of those aspects that I really wished were in Sonic Prime. The show Sonic X is what made me a Sonic fan the way I am today. That is actually the whole reason why this whole channel even exists to begin with. And coming from that standpoint, you can definitely understand why I'm deeply disappointed with Sonic Prime. They released the first episode of the second season, Sonic Prime, for free on the YouTube channel Netflix After School. I was kind of excited. I decided to give this show a second chance because I had somewhat some faith in the show that it can make a comeback and really grab my attention towards it. First season of Sonic Prime, I feel like they tried way too hard to be a kids TV show. Unlike Sonic X, where they were not afraid to go touch on certain bases, show certain scenes or certain moments that wouldn't per se be tailored towards children, I feel like Sonic did not even try to do anything near what Sonic X was able to accomplish. The first episode that came out for free on Netflix After School, I decided to give it a go and watch it. I was actually impressed, to say the least. This episode in particular, Avoid the Void, really showed the dynamic between Sonic and Shadow and their friendship or even relationship between each other, and I really felt something and felt some type of way. The rest of the episodes of season 2 came out July 13th on Thursday, so I decided to binge watch the show the entire way through. Like I said in the beginning, I was definitely disappointed. They still continued to lack showing any dynamic between any of the characters, whether it be Sanemi or even Nukzouj or even other characters that may be inside this show. They failed to show any of that, any dynamic or relationship between each other, and they also failed to show a lot of emotional moments that really make me connected to the overall story emotionally. To say the least, this felt like a kids TV show, just as you would expect. There was a lot of action scenes, and I will say this is a good looking show. A lot of the action scenes, they look really good. I have no complaints there, but I feel like this show, that's all it is, just action scenes. Sonic trying to get all the shards of the Paradox Prism so they could restore their home. That is no difference, and they failed to include any dynamic of relationship between each other or even any emotional or sentimental aspects. If they did include emotional or sentimental aspects, they were nothing like the show Sonic X. Those emotional or sentimental aspects can really make a man cry. I feel like I did not get that from Sonic Prime. I definitely understand if a lot of other people are disappointed or even hate the show. I can definitely understand where they are coming from. To say the least, I would not disagree with you guys with any of them. Now, of course, all this whole video is solely my own opinion, what I noticed about this TV show, and I try to speak for the majority of people rather than the minority of people. Now, obviously, there are people who like this TV show, and if you like the show, more power to you, and that is absolutely okay. We all have the right to dislike or like whatever we would want to, and Sonic Prime definitely was highly disappointing to me. Now, don't get me started with the new Metal Sonic. I believe it's called Chaos Sonic. In the trailer, when I saw the Metal Sonic or Chaos Sonic, I really thought this was going to be a modern Metal Sonic, if that makes any sense, and I did not expect for this character to talk at all. So I was really surprised, I would say, of Chaos Sonic. I'm definitely not a fan of the way he looks or even the way he talks. I really feel like the show could have done without that because I really felt kind of weird when I was watching that scene of the introduction of Chaos Sonic. However, I definitely understand they're trying to do something brand new here, and that is perfectly okay. And I feel like Chaos Sonic is definitely a product of the whole new dimension that basically existed due to the Paradox Paradox Prison being shattered, New York City. I definitely understand these are brand new characters, so I can't really be mad about that. However, I'm definitely not a fan of some of these new characters. However, sometimes change may be good, and that is okay. Anyways, guys, let me know down below in the comments if you enjoy Sonic Prime, or if you are on the other opposite side and you did not enjoy Sonic Prime. Definitely let me know all of your thoughts down below, as long as you're not, of course, disrespectful towards others. We can all respect each other. We can all communicate our opinions in a fun way. And if you haven't already, definitely subscribe down below to the YouTube channel and smash that like button down below for the YouTube algorithm. Without further ado, I want to thank all of you guys once again for tuning in, and we will see you guys on the next video. Peace out.